Inspiring flavors brewed to both astonish and captivate all who sample their excellence.
It's really good.
Oh wow, amazing. Much better than any sake I've tried.
Cutting-edge, high-end sake encased in custom-made bottles to further underscore the unique differences from the standard varieties consumed to date. Richly original creations from brewer Katsuyama Shuzo have triggered a virtual revolution in Japan's sake industry. Hallmark traits include delightfully fruity bouquet and taste, defying the traditional image of rice, followed by a long and elegant finish. Artistic flavor, the product of connoisseur fusion of premium ingredients and consummate brewing techniques. By drawing out the rich inherent potential, the brews of Katsuyama Shuzo have truly redrawn the boundaries of the Japanese sake field. Jihei Isawa, 12th generation brewery owner of Katsuyama Shuzo, his background is surprisingly unique. Though born into this long-established sake brewing family, in business for over 320 years, Isawa devoted nearly 10 years to developing fine restaurants overseas in Paris and Florence. He also acquired official certification as a wine sommelier, scrupulously probing the profound pairings of food and liquor relished by discerning diners in other countries. Before traveling to Europe, I considered food and liquor as occupying totally separate categories. Living in France and Italy, however, helped me realize how strategic pairings of fine beverages and cuisine hold the key to appreciating the genuine joys of dining and life in general. For sake to earn global recognition, it must also be served in effective combinations with fine cuisine from around the world, thereby adding special spice to the dining experience. Sake offers profound prospects for enhanced enjoyment of dining and other aspects of life. Katsuyama Shuzo is the only existing sake brewer personally selected by Masamune Date, the shogun who governed this area during the Warring States period in the 15th to 16th centuries. Date was also famed as a gourmet of fine food. Katsuyama Shuzo has carried on the spirit of Date's legacy over the centuries, never hesitating to venture into new and untested waters. One defining strength of Katsuyama is the unswerving commitment to sake created to provide delectable marriages with food. Toward that end, the brewer furnishes a 4-brand lineup of pure medium body, pure light body, umami full body, and sweet rich body sakes, a strategic attempt to ensure fine matches for cuisine from all corners of the world. The keynote Katsuyama philosophy lies in brewing sake for pairing with foods, a quality that sets us apart from other brands. When considering how best to convey that message to persons overseas, we have concluded that the 4 distinctive categories currently supplied comprise the optimum approach. When tasting wine, judgments are formed after holding the wine in the mouth for short periods of time. With sake, tasting time is much longer. After taking a drink, conclusions extend to the savory umami taste and satisfying finish emerging about 3 minutes later. Tasting sake, furthermore, the finish continues for extended periods in combination with food pairings, furnishing a unique experience unavailable with wine. Modern Shudo, translatable as the modern way of enjoying sake. Coined by Jihei Isawa, this term embodies the ultimate means of enjoying food and sake, namely likening sake to a translucent, all-purpose seasoning. Before dining, first swish the mouth with sake, forming an environment to facilitate greater sensation of umami savoriness. Next, sprinkle sake over the food, much like top-grade extra virgin olive oil, immersing the dishes in the beverage. Take food into the mouth, which effectively serves as the final kitchen in clearly amplifying the umami of the ingredients. This cooking in the mouth style is also applicable to French, Chinese, and other world cuisine. liberating the magic of sake to be experienced in many different forms. Isawa is currently using modern Shudo to spearhead a full-fledged push to expand Katsuyama sake to the global market. Vigorously promoting overseas PR activities, he has begun to attract the attention of international buyers to the true excellence of sake. Macau, a city built on the fusion of Chinese and Portuguese cultures. Here at the Venetian Macau Resort Hotel, a casino game machine trade fair was recently held. Set up in one corner of this venue was a sake PR booth. Today, the casinos of Macau are said to generate 4 times the sales of their counterparts in Las Vegas. Guests gather here not only from nearby Asian countries, but from around the world. Collaborating with sake exporter Yosuke Nakano, Isawa is promoting a PR campaign in the casinos of Macau and other neighboring countries, aimed at encouraging guests to sample the joys of sake. Stocked with a lineup limited to Katsuyama and other meticulously selected brands, the booth was packed with guests daily throughout the fair's run.
Ripe melon, banana, and butterscotch candy.
Clearly distinguishing Katsuyama from other sake brands is the brewer's success in drawing out the maximum sweetness from the rice. The bouquet realized through this brewing conveys a fruity sensation, much like melon or bananas, assisting the rich flavor, sweetness, and umami in instantly expanding throughout the mouth.
I find sake is a very interesting drink.
Yes.
And it's very healthy. It comes from the rice, right? And it's making it very popular.
Yeah.
You see, and for me, is you promote commercially together, just like whiskey. I think people will go for sake.
Yeah.
Sake is from Japan. Everyone know, you know.
It's better than other products that I've had. I guess would be the best way to put it. It's got a very nice diversity. It's like the dessert sake with the melon. It was very, very recognizable. Yeah, very recognizable, very nice. I look forward to having more in the future.
Regardless of what impact the flavor may deliver, winning acceptance within different cultures is no easy task. Viewed crucial by Jihei Isawa, in addition to the fine flavor of sake, is maintaining his firm identity and pride as a Japanese. When traveling overseas, I believe it is vital to elevate my own personal awareness that I am, in fact, a Japanese. For me, the key lies in keenly reflecting upon the sensitivities, thinking, worldviews, subtleties, and other aspects nurtured from being born and raised in Japan, and determining how best to convey those qualities to overseas audiences. Low-key PR based on vague appeals for flavor or other features simply won't get the job done.
Actually, it doesn't have a lot of flavor for the nose, but actually, once you drink, and then it's not its fragrance will coming back in your mouth.
Great.
Yeah.
Wow.
Great.
Oh, wow.
Ah, you're so nice, like a samurai.
Oh wow. Amazing. Much better than any sake I've tried. It's sweeter. Much sweeter than normal sake. Yeah. I really enjoy it. I could drink more of this.
Winning recognition for the top-flight quality of Katsuyama sake will pave the way for greater global inroads by Japanese sake in general. This has become the clear conviction of Jihei Isawa as he continues his journeys around the world. Because people at the top demand the very best, it is crucial to be able to explain your own personal positions and aspirations. For myself, as a sake producer, I feel increasingly confident that by instilling ever greater pride in the message of how my own sake offers the finest flavor because it is produced in Japan, and aggressively promoting our products on that foundation, new doors will open.
3日間だったんでよかったと思います。
Leaving Macau, Isawa's next stop was Hong Kong, the legendary gateway to Asia. He first called upon a Hong Kong importer currently charting rapid growth with the marketing of fine wine, sake, and other products. To these import professionals, the rich range of unique ideas presented by Katsuyama Sake provided a keen source of attention.
I'm sure you had a sake before, like different sake, but do you think this is totally different?
Yeah. For me, yeah. It's, if you make me test this, I will not say it's sake.
It's very fresh and it's very unique. The taste is not like a traditional sake. It's, it tastes like some sort of a combination between wine and traditional sake. It can reach a very niche market. We're not talking about a broad market like the national brand of sake. It's right at the top. Something people were willing to pay a bit more, to enjoy. I remember, he came to I met him in the exhibition, and then he came with my staff to my warehouse. They took the MTR, the subway, dressing like that, so it was very eye-catching. Although he dressed up very traditionally, but his thinking is not traditional. Modern. Very modern. It's just like fusion food. It's a combination of West and East.
The single greatest goal of Isawa in visiting Hong Kong was to call upon Berry Brothers and Rudd, or BB&R, England's oldest wine merchant and a purveyor to the British royal household. Wishing to introduce their own customers to the superb quality of Katsuyama sake, BB&R invited Isawa to Hong Kong. In fact, this is a large-scale project already 2 years in the making.
本当だ BBR 来ました。
For BB&R, the handling of sake poses a challenge rich in hopes and high expectations for future growth. For the Japanese sake industry as well, this represents a vital first step in taking its business to the global market.
Adam-san, nice to meet you. How are you?
Once you drink, then the hidden aroma will coming up.
Isawa delivered a lecture to the BB&R wine specialists on the intricacies of sake at its authentic best.
It gives a very long aftertaste. It gives a very clear taste, but on the other hand, it has a certain volume in the mouth.
He also presented a talk entitled Modern Shudo Lesson.
Then we drink and wash your mouth. Then we eat. It's so nice. It's changed, totally changed. It's very interesting experience. Okay, yeah. Drink fast. Yeah. And yes, drink fast. And then you see the what happen in your mouth. And then after you eat raw ham, then after you see the aftertaste of both sake and raw ham. And then you can finish sake with flavored raw ham. It's also good.
The flavor, means of enjoying and traditions of sake, and the passion of the producers. On the strength of Jihei Isawa's insight and initiative, Katsuyama Shuzo continues to move closer to the status of sake claiming indisputable global recognition.
I say sensho. Sensho means win the battle. And everybody say banzai. Banzai, say banzai. And drink with proudly. Drink, okay? This is a key point, okay? Okay, so sensho, banzai! Thank you very much.
It's very different from the previous sake I've drunk, which has always been in a Japanese restaurant, but a very different drink. To me, this was much more like a different experience, like a wine almost. Fantastic experience, beautiful, very mellow, very very refreshing, beautiful. You can feel the flavor. It's fantastic.
I think it's very interesting because normally you'd have sake with Japanese food.
Yeah.
You had sake, kaiseki, or you had sushi.
Sushi, yeah.
Yes, or sashimi. So it's very interesting to actually pair it up with, French food, and you can just show a different, different type of food, and you can see how they actually match and how they actually, work together. It's very, very interesting.
I really enjoyed it. It was different to what I expected. The sake I've had before has always been quite rough and quite alcoholic, and this one was very balanced, smooth, and very enjoyable. He's fantastic. He's great. He's just he's so passionate, and it comes across in everything that he says, everything that he does. So he's a great spokesman and a great ambassador. So it's a really lovely experience.
Because sake remains relatively unknown overseas, I want to push forward with a 10 to 20 year plan of traveling abroad and connecting with people positioned to spread our message with maximum impact. That, I feel, holds the key to expanding the popularity of Katsuyama sake worldwide. If other sake brewers follow my lead overseas, sake will move forward in the desirable direction. It is vital to convey clear and accurate images of Japanese culture and the excellence of sake to audiences around the world. My mission is to open up global doors to move our industry down that road, and I will continue to do everything in my power to succeed in that quest for many years to come.